Choosing which Tesla you want may be difficult. Tesla offers their sedan, Model 3, and their compact SUV, the Model Y, as their two most popular models. Today, I'm going to walk you through both models to help you decide if you should buy a Tesla Model 3 or a Tesla Model Y. Let's start with some background. The Model 3 is the model that I currently have and the one that best fits what I was personally looking for. The Tesla Model 3 released in 2018, while the Model Y released in 2019. Together, they sold 439,760 units in 2020, but the Model 3 still holds the crown for the best-selling EV of all time, with over 800,000 total units sold. The Model 3 seats 5 and has 3 trim options available. The Standard Range Plus, which is $39,990 and offers 263 miles of range. Then you have the Long Range, which is $48,990 and has 353 miles of range. And finally, the Performance, which is $56,990 and has 315 miles of range. The Model Y can seat 5 or 7 and has 2 trim options available. The Long Range, which is $52,990 and has 326 miles of range. And the Performance, which is $60,990 and gets 303 miles of range. To get the 7-seater option, it costs an additional $3,000. The Model 3 has a lower price tag overall compared to the Model Y. So if you're purely worried about the price, then the Model 3 standard range at $39,990 is the best way to go. The Model 3 also has the farthest range option at 353 miles with the long range trim. So if you are prioritizing range and need the most miles you can get, then the Model 3 long range is the best fit. Both cars come in 5 exterior colors, 2 interior colors, and 3 wheel options. In the Model Y, you can also add a third row for $3,000 and a tow hitch for $1,000. Both models also have the option for full self-driving, which is an extra $10,000. This full self-driving cannot transfer, though, to another vehicle at this time, but is likely to move to a subscription model in the future. Now on to space. The Model 3 has 15 feet cubed of cargo volume, while the Model Y has 68 feet cubed. Both the Model 3 and Model Y have a frunk and a trunk and have extra storage under the trunk where a spare tire would typically go. If you're looking for the car that would fit the most people, then the Model Y Long Range is your best pick, which can hold up to 7 people with the third row upgrade. Also, if you're looking for the most storage space, the Model Y Long Range or Performance would be best, as it has 43 more cubic feet than the Model 3. Another factor is the comfort inside the vehicle. The Model Y has 1.7 inches more headroom than the Model 3, and 5.3 inches more legroom in the back seat. The Model Y also has more ground clearance at 6.6 inches, while the Model 3 has 5.5 inches. If you're looking for a car that is built for comfort and drives higher off the ground, then the Model Y fits this. But if you're looking for a sportier drive, then the Model 3 is probably the best fit. Another important thing to consider when deciding between the Model 3 and the Model Y is the acceleration. Electric cars can drive much differently than gas because of the way that the motor works. This will be one of the biggest changes people experience when they get their first EV, and I think most people will enjoy it. Let's start with the fastest option available. The quickest trim available between the two cars is the Model 3 Performance with a 0 to 60 time of 3.1 seconds. This is just a little over a second slower than the Model S Plaid, which will honestly probably be too much for people. Continuing through the Model 3 trims, the Long Range has a 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds, and the Standard Range Plus is 5.3 seconds. The SR Plus is much slower because it is only rear-wheel drive, whereas the other two trims are dual motor and have all-wheel drive. That does also mean that these trims will do much better in the snow. So if you live in a place where you get snow frequently and are worried about how the car can handle in the winter months, any model besides the Model 3 SR Plus fits this bill. As you can expect, the Model Y is a tad slower, but I still wouldn't call it slow compared to most cars on the road. The Model Y Performance does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and the long range is 4.8 seconds. Both the Model Y trims are dual motor and will perform great in the snow. Just to give you a frame of reference for these speeds, a BMW 3 Series sedan, which is similar size to the Model 3, can do 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. The BMW X3, which is their compact SUV and similar in size to the Model Y, can do it in around like 6 seconds. A few seconds might not sound like a huge difference, but once you test drive a Tesla, you will understand. Another factor to look at when comparing cars is their technology and safety. Both the Model 3 and Y have 15-inch touchscreens in the center of the car and no touchscreen or instrument above the steering wheel. If you were to sit in the front seat of a Model Y or a Model 3, you might not even be able to tell the cars apart by looking at the technology, as they're almost identical. Both models come standard with autopilot, show 3D renderings of the traffic around you, and have the same safety features. The Model 3 and Model Y have a 5-star safety rating by the NHTSA. Because their body styles are built off the same chassis, they have similar overall safety performance. But because the Model Y is a larger vehicle, its structure is stronger than the Model 3, which makes it more safe. The NHTSA determined that the Model Y has a rollover risk of 7.9%, which is the lowest of any SUV to date. But both do have fantastic safety ratings, so I wouldn't let the statistic deter you from getting a Model 3. If you're looking for a car with the best technology and the best safety, then the Model 3 and Model Y are both great options. Switching to an EV like a Tesla Model 3 or Y isn't as daunting as you may think. Tesla has done a great job of not just making an electric car, but making a great car as a whole. All of the features and infotainment system are really intuitive, and the safety is next level. Charging will be your biggest change, and depending on where you live in your housing situation, the level of difficulty could differ. I recommend searching for the closest superchargers before purchasing, and also looking into at-home charging options. I explain Tesla charging in my complete Tesla charging guide video, which I will link above. One thing that you will notice if you drive both the Model 3 and Model Y is that they do have a lot of similarities inside and outside. It becomes clear that Tesla is doing that to make manufacturing the cars easier and faster, which is definitely understandable. What you need to think about is which model makes sense for where you are in life and what factors are above the most important to you. These vehicles were designated and designed with specific customers in mind and offer a unique experience for everyone. I see the Model 3 as the perfect car for commuting to work, short road trips, and driving around town. It is fun to drive, extremely comfortable, and has the most technology you will find in any car on the road. Because the car is so low to the ground and doesn't have a ton of storage, it's hard to recommend it for someone who has small or young children because it would be limited in space. The Model Y, on the other hand, has much more trunk space to hold everything you may need and is perfect for road trips and hauling larger families and friends around town. Let me know in the comments below which car best fits your needs. If you found this video useful, please give this video a like, as that really helps out my channel. Also, if you're interested in more Tesla content, I make new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure to subscribe. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.